Good day from Universal Studios Japan. It is December, so the holiday No Limits Christmas event thing has started. Let's go take a look at what food they have and merchandise as well. As we make our way to the entrance, it looks like a beautiful sunny day, but it's actually quite cold. Now that the park's been open for about an hour, there's not a lot of people over at the Globe. Kind of an unusual thing now that I think about it, because when you go to Universal in Orlando, you expect rain, you expect it to be super hot, you expect it to be humid, but you never plan on Orlando, or even in Hollywood for that matter, for it to be really cold. You never plan on cold days, so it's a little odd to be in Universal and it be cold. Now that we just got in, they have holiday music playing. We'll see what else they have to offer. Such a subtle thing, but all along the street, I'm noticing in the flower pots, they've added these. You can tell they're new, so I'm gonna technically count it as holiday decorating. The only one who seems to be in any holiday attire is Cookie Monster. The others look kind of normal. I always really did like these little guys, and now they have hats. Officially festive. Back in the Wonderland area, they have the characters decorated, and I can see the Peanuts. At least they're holiday hats. They've got some pretty good outfits. Probably wishful thinking, but we'll make our way back into Hogsmeade, see if there's any holiday stuff. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like there is anything. Regular old Hogsmeade. Seems a little odd to me they don't have Christmas stuff in Hogsmeade, because you see Christmas so much in the Harry Potter films. That'd be a great way to kind of spice this area up. I almost forgot about this window display here. I feel like this one is an interactive element in the other parks. Not 100% sure though. Here it just goes automatic. Might as well check on Forbidden Journey. Still early in the day, and this isn't one of those attractions everyone runs to anymore. Now it's mainly Super Nintendo and Kimetsu no Yaiba. 10 minutes, not bad at all. And they have single rider. Walking in the back part of the queue, we're really close to the crane there. And you can see some construction up ahead. As I went in the queue for Forbidden Journey, we took the back path, and I could see some scaffolding back over there, and of course you've got the two cranes, because they're working on the Donkey Kong expansion to Super Nintendo World. You can see the Mario section right over there. Over in the New York courtyard, they have their massive tree, and at nighttime they illuminate the whole thing, and we'll also do projections on the buildings back over there by Spider-Man, and the buildings over here as well, next to Cyberdyne Systems. Here's a closer look, and it's so windy right now that this confetti is flying everywhere. Maybe they popped it all off earlier during a show. It all makes sense now. Apparently there's AR effects when you use your phone and look into the tree. You can get more info by scanning these QR codes. Here's a look at Finnegan's holiday menus. They have these very tall drinks. One's a green cocktail and a Christmas parfait. So that one's actually dessert. You can see like an ice cream cone on top. And then you've got this meal, which looks like a little bit of everything. A piece of fish, some meat, pie. That one looks pretty awesome. And so does this seafood pie. The Coney Island snack cart has two different peanut offerings for the holidays. There's the white hot chocolate, which looks really cool. I like how they did the top there. And then the Snoopy bun, which has been around for a while, so I don't think I will count that one. Over here they have a Santa stuck tomato and cream bun. There you go. It's a bao bun with feet on it and a little wrap to represent Santa being stuck in a chimney. The Happiness Wagon is offering a snowman cream risotto, and it's also Help I'm Melting. Why are all these characters in such distress? Here's the Lazy Reindeer caramel milk tea, and a Santa in a Rush chocolate pistachio churro, which sounds good. I love that pistachio, but it's sold out. Too bad. Over at the Boulangerie, take a look at these desserts. These are pretty awesome. This Santa Claus one's a honey mousse and nuts. I may try one of these out. It is 12:15, and they are saying they still do not need to do reservations to get into Super Nintendo World. pretty late in the day, but then again, the crowds seem kind of thin. That cart was out of that specific Christmas churro, but I've seen several carts with this one. Caramel chocolate Christmas churro, which I actually think looks a little bit better than the other one. I really do feel like that if at 12:20 they're not doing reservations to get into Super Nintendo World, it's probably going to be open all day. You won't need them at all. That'd be really cool. Funny thing, I was going to go to the right to check out Super Nintendo World, but Water World starts in 5 minutes. Might as well check it out. It's been a while. This is the kind of day where you want to show up late and get in the back rows, because with all the wind and how cold it is, you don't want water touching you. You can see there are plenty of open seats today, but something I never noticed that's kind of interesting is up here at the very top, they have some standing room only sections, and they go all around. So if you want to stay way in the back or just don't want to sit. There's a pretty intense rainbow right there in the middle. Not the first time I've seen a rainbow at Water World. Something interesting about that show I was wondering is in the winter and when it gets cold, does it close? What do? Well, it turns out all of the water effects that hit the crowd, they didn't do. Even the jet skis, they did the same maneuvering, they just didn't do that extra little whip to kick the water into the crowd. And you will see from the clip with the plane, even that doesn't blast water towards the crowd. They turned down some of the effects, so even in the splash zones, no one's getting wet. The downside of heading to Super Nintendo World right after a big show like Water World is everyone else has the same idea. Sure enough, it is almost 1 p.m. and no timed entry ticket was required. I think it's because today is low on crowds. I mean, you saw the Water World show. Not a whole bunch of people. So maybe that's why they aren't doing it at all today. In case you're wondering how the Mario Kart ride actually works, you get on, you can bring your bag, you just set it down. And then you have a headpiece that goes on one they give you prior, so that way it keeps it quick. You tap your band on the wheel, and that's basically it, and you're ready to play. Something I just thought about here in Super Nintendo World is the Yoshi Snack Island is about the only thing back here in this corner. So I feel like this is going to be the entrance to the Donkey Kong section once it's open. There are some question blocks as well. Over in Jurassic Park, they have 3 different holiday Christmas options. There's the kids Christmas set, which is actually blurry, so you can't really tell what it is. There's a Christmas tree cake, looks pretty interesting. And then Jungle Christmas tree set. Looks like there's some roast beef, maybe chicken. Seems pretty interesting. I feel like it is definitely too cold to ride Jurassic Park. In fact, you'll see there's only 4 people on it right now. They dressed appropriately. It's also too cold to ride the Flying Dinosaur, which is the only other attraction here in the Jurassic Park section. You can get your turkey leg here at Fossil Fuels, which is quite funny because this restaurant I've never seen open. In fact, I thought it was one of those restaurants they only open on busier days, which seems a little odd because today is probably the least busy I've seen the park before. They're really trying to get people on this ride, and there's even a sign out, 5-minute single rider, which basically means a walk-on. Look at this, they're trying to wave people in and everyone's queuing up at front, and once they realize you get wet, they're turning away. All right, here we go, I'm in line, we're gonna do it, but I'm gonna ask for a back row. All right, I was able to get the back row and did not get wet at all because they don't have the water effects and all of that, and of course being in the back keeps you safe on Jurassic Park. Funny thing though, on the ride I saw a real rat. When you turn and go into the restricted area, the fencing there, like a real rat was crawling up and scurrying along. Almost looked like it was gonna go right above us and jump into the boat. Pretty funny, but always a good time overall on Jurassic Park. I just realized in the Jurassic Park store they have this tree. Kind of missed it because it's not lit up or anything. Kind of reminds me of the ones you'll see over at Animal Kingdom. I almost forgot to point out the hot dog truck has a ho-ho hot dog, which is a hot dog with a white stew on it. Fun fact about the Kimetsu no Yaiba ride, if it says it has 130, 120 minute wait like it does now, and you come around the side of the building and look if they're using the extended queue. If they're not, it's probably only going to be about 45 minutes because the people you see here and then there, and then you go in the building. Once you're in the building, you have about 15-20 minutes of waiting. So I bet this will be a 45 to 50 minute wait. So that's where I usually look from, but this is the extended queue I'm referring to. None of it is being used, therefore it shouldn't be too long of a wait. So that wait was about an hour, a little longer than I thought, but definitely shorter than the 2 hours that they were advertising. I just walked down into a show, which is totally packed right now. It'd be pretty difficult to get up there. Looks like the tree has been lit though. Looks like all of the characters are heading back to wherever it is they came from after doing the Christmas show. It's so cold that I popped into Finnegan's because I need to get something warm. And the Christmas menu looks real good. Don't know what to get off of it yet. But this whiskey blood orange hot cocktail, that sounds pretty awesome right about now. I also want to point out inside of Finnegan's, they have some great decorations going on. I like the reindeer. Got one over here too. Look at all this food. So this is the seafood pie. I love the detail that they put on there. Seafood pot pie, get a side salad, and some bread. Looks like the same bread at the Parkside Grill, which I love, because of course you get the Hokkaido butter. And this whiskey blood orange cocktail is fantastic for this cold weather. All right, just crack this thing open and you'll see there is a whole prawn in there. This is gonna be interesting. Bunch of big old chunks. Don't even know what half this stuff is. Well, it's gonna be good though. All right, I'm actually heading out of the park now because after walking out of Finnegan's, it got a lot more chilly and a lot more windy. So it is very cold right now and I'm only wearing a t-shirt with a light jacket. So yeah, overall great day though. Awesome time at Universal Studios. Not too much Christmas stuff, mainly food items. I got to try some of it. What I did try was really awesome, and this park does a great job